Well, I joined, so we will wait for likely 2-3 minutes more. So by 8:05 we will start the session. And Divya, just I have the comments. I got your messages itself, so I will just discuss it over there itself for that by that time. Guys, let's not waste time anymore. So let's start with the today's discussion itself. So what I would like to know from Divya that or anyone else that if you have any question regarding the previous sessions or whatever has been discussed. So guys, should input.
Hi, Deepak.
Yeah, hi Divya. Tell me.
Actually, I have tried to replicate the same code that is given by the data that is you are getting from the sample data, B2B sample data. I just try to do that in my project that I have designed, that extension. Actually, I'm not getting that banners and all those things. I hope I've made some mistakes. I just want to cross-verify that whatever I have done that is correct, or is there anything, if you can see this code in quick minutes, 5 minutes.
Okay, so what we can do is like quickly I can pass on the presenter access to you and you can present your screen itself.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. I have just now passed on the presenter access to you. You can just present your screen. Yes, Manish.
Actually, I'm having the same problem with the replicating with the hybris, power tool sites. Actually, I'm not getting it properly. Which line of code I need to change apart from header and as well as item.xml file also.
Okay, item.xml anyway we don't need to change because we have not done any changes on the data model part of it as of now, right? So anyway, let's just have a look at Divya's system, that whatever is actually having over there or what is a problem that has been there, and then what we will do is like we will just take it from there and then we will go through it.
Okay, no problem. Fine.
Okay, I hope you were able to see my screen, right? Hello? 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 Hello?
Sorry. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, Divya, I think we are lost, Deepak. So just wait for that once he joins again.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yes, Deepak.
Yeah. Sorry about it because there was some problem suddenly that happened on my end. Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So let me explain that what I have done actually. Okay, let's go. Actually, as per my understanding, I have KPIT initial data and that core. These are the two things that need to be replicated somehow in the data frame.
Yes.
And what I've done, I have copied that B2B sample data directly, the whole resource that this particular sample data folder.
Okay.
I have copied this one to my KPIT initial data.
Okay.
Okay. So and rename that as a by default that is KPIT initial data is generated. So I have backup that one and replicate the same because our intention is to give that path of particular images and all those things directly in our code. That's what they are understanding.
Yes.
So I have copied this one, and what I did that in code I have changed these things. Let me go to that one. See, setup, core system setup. I have changed this power tools to my own name. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And I have okay. So I have changed all the path is there, like whatever be there. Where the power tools is there, I have changed this one to my product and as well as the path. So right now it's pointing to my own initial data resource path. That's my understanding.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I have done same for that initial data as well. I have copied this one and right now I have replicated all those impexes that is already there, like stores and all those things. All those impexes to the KPIT tools. Like you can show that here you can see in the content catalog. Okay, 1 minute. Content catalog. Here the content catalog previously was Power Tools content catalog. I have replicated that to KPIT catalog. Okay. So right now what I'm error facing, I have done all those replications. So right now the website that is opening is blank. Though it's
okay. I got.
I don't know where.
Okay. Can you go to the go to Eclipse once?
Yes.
Open the CMS content underscore en impex. Okay. Just maximize it.
I have modified the jar place as well.
Jar place as well. Okay, that's fine. So can you just copy this impex and run it from HAC?
What?
From HAC itself, can you run it? Yeah, means admin console. Just go to the import.
There is some error.
Okay, so can you just come down?
Yes.
It's okay. So basically, this impex is failing. That's why it's not has come up. So the paragraph component and all that is not taking. So can you just do one thing, Divya? So okay, let me quickly check. Yeah. So in the core itself, you have not changed any folder structure or anything, right?
In core folder, no, that was there.
That was there from yeah, that is there as it is. That's fine. So can you go to HMC for me once? So basically, how I know that this has been failed just because whenever the page is coming up, that's why that means the store variable is loaded properly. The site variable means the base site is loaded properly. Only the problem that has happened is with the CMS content EN impacts.
Okay.
So CMS content is not loaded properly. So if you go to the CMS cockpit right now also, you will get it broken over there. So the data, the components are not been loaded. That's the problem that has happened. So all you can do is like if you have initialized the system.
Yes, I have initialized.
So
that I am able to get the website. If I have that, I am not getting the website as well.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. So the CMS content EN impacts, there are some of the component errors itself. So in the CMS content EN impacts, have you changed anything apart from the macros?
Yes.
What all you have changed? Can you tell me?
Actually, wherever the power tool is there, I have replicated that to KPIT power.
Okay. So in that case, whatever the images are there, that is just can you scroll down? So just let's do one thing, Divya. Okay. Let's take the YB2B accelerator is there, right? That YB. Okay, I can see that. Basically, CMS paragraph component, the delivery tab, and all those things. So just take the file, take the same file, the CMS content underscore EN impacts from YB2B, B2B accelerator sample data. Okay. Take that, change only the macro part of it. Okay. And then try to run the impacts once.
B2B sample data. Okay. Content. Just copy the first part.
Just copy the this is B2B accelerator sample. Just do one thing, copy the first part from your system, replace it, and run this impacts itself.
This one?
Like just change it to KPIT Power Tools. Just change line number 1 and line number 4. Okay.
Line number 4 path will be different, right?
Path will be different. Just as of now, just run this impacts. That's it. Simply, that's what I am telling. Go up. Yeah, this one. It's fine. Just Control A. Yeah, just copy it and just try to load it in HAC.
It's not pasting. I don't know.
It's actually the editor is not selected. Copy this one and then select the editor. Sometimes it happens for Google Chrome.
It's got it. Okay.
Yeah, just import content.
Okay. I think I have copied the wrong one. No, that is correct.
This is the correct one that you are actually copied over there, right?
This is B2B sample data, right?
Can you just go to the error once? Yeah. Just can you go to the error once? No existing item. Just hold on. CMS paragraph menu paragraph. Okay. Just try to run the CMS content impacts of initial data once.
CMS content impacts.
Yeah.
This one?
CMS content impacts.
Yeah, B2B?
No, not B2B actually. This is your one, right?
Right.
Okay. Just copy this one and just try to load it. Scroll down. Insert update footer component, accelerator nav node, hybris nav node. So okay. So in the footer component, have you changed anything?
Actually, I find all the power tools and replicate with capability. That's it I have done. And the resource path.
Okay.
I think then in that case,
then do one thing. Okay, that's fine. Then do one thing. Let's not just debug it here itself because it's a big file. Open the CMS content impacts of B2B accelerator sample data. Change the macro part of that and try to load that impacts. So whatever it has happened, it has just changed the file name and references as well. Whatever was there, you have just clicked on replace all, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, just change.
Which one you want to load?
Yeah, just change from line number 1 to 14 from the initial data impacts. Yeah, this part, line number 1 to 18. Here, line number 1 to 18. Just take all the macros. That's it. One macro is left out, I believe. So.
One macro left out?
Yes. The last one. The last one would be left out, I believe. Go to that CMS content impacts for your case. Yeah. The line number 18 is left.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Comment it out.
Just simply as of now, just do just simply as whatever you feel like. You can copy and from here and
it can be there.
The same problem has come up or no?
Yes.
No. Okay. I know what the problem is. Just go back to the impacts once. Go up. The site name is not loaded. Basically, the site name is KP80 Power Tools right now, and the first impact script is update CMS site. Yeah. The first one is like update CMS site.
Yes,
there is something. This one is it should be KP80 Power Tools.
Okay.
Now try to run it again.
Footer component.
Footer component. Here also the footer component is having the problem.
Yes.
So can you just scroll sidewise once? Accelerator nav node follows nav node attribute for the navigation nodes itself. Okay. So basically what is okay, I got it. So it's not getting up the navigation nodes itself for us, and what is the problem that is happening? You can just simply comment out these lines of the code snippet and you can try to run the impacts and it will load basically. So there are the navigation nodes and all that is not created as part of it. So what I would suggest you that just correct these two impacts, CMS content impacts of your initial data and CMS content EN impacts of the initial data. Okay. So in that way, and then try to initialize the system. If you can initialize the system in a proper means, if things are proper, then it will be okay, fine. Means the things will come up.
Okay, let me try that once as well today, and let you know by tomorrow. 1 minute.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Let me try that one as well today. To check that what are the part I can change. If everything goes fine, that is okay. Otherwise, I'll show it tomorrow.
Yeah, just if the content is not loaded properly, that is the very basic problem of this one, of our means CMS content of the initial data itself.
Okay. Okay, let me check that. Thank you.
Okay, sure. So Manish, you are having some problem, you were telling?
Yes, Deepak. Actually, just we need to copy the entire folder structure from the B2B sample data into our custom one. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And again, we need to change the macros header from each and every impact. Is
Yes.
this correct understanding?
Yes.
Okay, but I'm stucking just item.xml file. Where actually there is also written a power tool size variant product. So we need to change that one, or
no.
Just but why, Deepak?
Yeah, just keep it like that, because we are not using the Power Tools variant product. Or if we are just means like, see, can you just Divya, can you pass on the presenter access to Manish? So Manish, what is the basic point is like, whenever we are just copying the initial data system, initial data folder structure itself, that is basically helping us, or that is basically giving us the opportunity to load the product itself. And Power Tools variant product is a product variant attribute that we are having, which we are not using as part of the system. Okay, and as we are not using as part of the system, that's why at the same time itself we are not we are just simply not using it basically. So the Power Tools variant products and all that will not make any problem, because these they have come up as part of the default dataset itself. So there will be tables and all those things, I believe, but there won't be anything else apart from that. Means the data will not be there. If you write some of the impexes and all those things, if you comment out that items XML snippet also, that should be fine.
But Deepak, I need to replicate the entire system now, along with the data also now.
Yeah, but in the normal system, means in the normal Power Tools, whatever is coming up for us, that is not having the variant products.
Actually, I'm talking about this line of code.
Yeah, I got it. So in the core items XML, I have seen this before. So we are not using this one. If you see the Power Tools default website itself, we are not using the variant product.
Okay. So in case we need to define our one product, okay? Okay. Got it, baby. And one more thing. When we replicate any impacts like content catalog or any one impact, it will create another one, no?
Sorry. So what you were just trying to create?
Okay. Let me explain this way. Let me open some impacts file.
Okay.
Suppose I am opening catalog.impacts. If I change here hybris contain catalog, which one is earlier Power Tool contain catalog? So yes. It will create another contain catalog having a hybris name.
Yeah, basically after initialization, what it will do is like it will just create a content catalog itself in the name of hybris content catalog or whatever is given over here. It will not use the name that was there previously or something like that. Basically, like we have the see what is happening. We have the catalog table and all those things, right? And it will drop the previous data and it will create our catalog whatever we have given. That's it.
Means it will create a new one, no?
It will create a new one.
Okay. And actually, and Power Tools contain catalog remains same in the HMC.
No, Power Tools content catalog will be destroyed. It will not be there as part of the after the initialization happened. So initialization will delete the previous data, right?
Okay, after installation. Okay, got it. Actually, I'm having both things. Hybris content catalog and Power Tools also.
Okay.
But I didn't use initialize. Just I use update the system. That's it.
Okay, yeah. Means basically in that case, what happened is the existing data is there and the new data has come up for you.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing is
So
happening to me. Okay.
yeah, so that's the very basic idea of it. But and one more thing, we have just debugged the Divya's problem, whatever was there. It was a very simple problem that we had over there. We encountered that the CMS content impacts and CMS content EN impacts of the initial data, which is actually we are using to get the whole system up and running. So you can be very sure that what is actually happening over there as well. So just you can quickly have a look at that, means like what is happening and how things are going over there.
Okay, got it. And one more thing,
Mm-hmm.
store dot. Okay, solar impact. While replicating system, I need to define the means I need to redefine the property value provided class also, or it will remain. I'm talking about.
You can keep it same itself. It should not be a problem. See, the property value providers and all that we are not touching as of now, because we are just using the initial data load, and we can use those value providers itself as part of the system, and that should not be a problem at all at any point of time.
Okay, means we are using the same previous one data and classes also.
Yeah, we are just using the same data and classes itself, whichever is been defined as part of the system.
Okay, got it. Fine, Deepak. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So let me share. Manish, can you just okay. I can make myself as a presenter. Manish. Kundan, you want to tell something?
Yeah, Deepak, this is Kundan. I'm having a few questions.
Yeah, tell me.
My first question is related to this converter and populator. Manish, as we have already completed that particular topic, so are we going to have some practical sessions on the same?
So that converters and populators, you want to have a practical session, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, we can have, but we have some small topics to discuss as of now. Okay, so what we will be doing is like we will be just quickly check those topics first, and then obviously we will be having the discussions converters and regarding the converters populators itself. It won't be a big problem for us to discuss regarding that.
Okay, and apart from that, I was just trying to do some changes on this product page, or what we call it, product detail page. Like there are a few tabs over there, like reviews and other tabs are there. So I just wanted to add a new tab over in that particular page. So I was not getting how to do that. If you can help me on the same.
So you just want to land up to the product detail page itself and just change something over there. Okay.
Well, doing changes also, and like there are 3 tabs right now on that particular page. One is review tab is there, there is description and something else. I want to add a new tab over there. Like I want to add a video over in that particular tab. So for that.
Okay.
If you can have any sessions on that.
Okay, so let us just quickly tell you that. So that would be likely. Okay, so have you checked it that whether it is coming from CMS or whether it is coming from any other places itself?
Actually, I didn't I checked it, but I didn't found it. I was unable to find out that one.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is the reason.
Okay, so we'll be having the discussion regarding that, and absolutely no problem. So just let's do one thing, Manish, is like we will be Kundan, that we will be just discussing regarding that, but as of now we have some of the topics that we are already discussing, right? Like the add-ons and all those things. So let's complete the add-on part, and let us complete that add-on part, and then we will see that how we can debug the flow. And I can tell you the file names itself, but in that way it won't be helpful for you. So I would be searching the file name for you, and then we will see that. That is basically coming from product details panel dot tag itself and the product details page dot JSP itself. There is two files, so it is just coming up from there. So we will see that. Absolutely not a problem. And then we will have a discussion that how we are just getting the stuff itself. So PLP is coming from product lister item dot tag and PDP is coming from product details item dot tag. So
Okay.
these are the two files. But anyway, we will figure it out that whether we have whatever I have told is correct or not. So just let's start about that wherever we are just pending the stuff. So we are if anyone is having any questions regarding the topic. So let's do one thing. Let us complete the add-on part first, and then we will take the questions, the rest of the questions. Because add-on, we are a very few part is left. Okay, we are almost done with the whole thing. Add-on itself. That's what I am telling. So in here, whatever is happening is like we have done the system update. Previously, when we have just closed the session, in my system, the system update was going on only with the secure portal add-on or whatever the add-on we are choosing. And if there was any drop down or something, then we had just made it as yes. Okay. So this was actually done. And then if you can remember, I went to the WCMS websites and then opened Power Tools itself. And in Power Tools, we went to the administration tab. And there I didn't I didn't find anything related to our secure portal or something like that. So now after the system update, after the 4 checkboxes itself, the HMC configuration clearance from the database and all those things, I can see that there are 2 features that have been enabled. One is enable registration, one is require authentication. So I will put the requires authentication as a yes, means I will just put the flag as true and save it. Once I save it and I will just simply refresh the screen, I would be able to see that whenever we are just going, okay, it's just going to the login page right now. So it's going to Power Tools Locale. So let me just quickly change it. Okay, it's not coming up for me because there is a change in the local.properties I need to do. So Control Shift R. So guys, okay, fine. I would like to know it from you that where I need to change. So I know that there is a change in the local.properties that need to be done to get this thing to localhost 9002 Power Tools itself. So from where I will be able to figure out, or from where I will be able to find out that it is given as Power Tools Locale, means where is the web root is defined. Can any one of you tell me quickly? Are you getting my question? So whenever it was likely the login page itself that was been triggered, so it went to this Power Tools Locale, right?
Yeah, Deepak, Khaja this side.
Yeah, Khaja, tell me.
In webroot, we give some name there. So
where we give the name?
Just give me a minute.
Deepak?
Webroot.
Tell me.
Yeah, in program files in C folder, in C drive. Going to
you. Okay, you are just telling me that how to change the host file, host entries itself, isn't it? I don't want the host entries. I just don't want to touch my host file itself. I just want to change the Power Tools Locale to localhost 9001. And as I have told you that it should be changed as part of the project.property, the local.properties, that you must be knowing that there is in some of the project.properties that it should be defined somewhere, isn't it? So I just want to know that in which project.properties this URL is actually there, or the URL is actually been loaded like this. Do you have the idea about it? So whatever you are telling, Khaja, is correct, but let's say that I don't have the access to C drive itself, then?
Deepak, I think we need to define config extension dot local property, I think.
Yeah, local properties I have to. So I will able to search that in the project.properties of the storefront. In the storefront itself, it is written over there that what will be the HTTP and HTTPS route. And all I need to do is I have to go to the project.properties here, and I will be just, that's it, simple. I will be just changing this guy. That's it, done. We have to change it to localhost 9001 and localhost 9002. That's it. That's a very basic, simple thing that we need to do. I expected it from you guys that you should be able to say that. It is there in the storefront project.properties. We are having these keys defined. Every time whatever is required for the storefront, we are just having it like this. So do I need to do the ant all? Any idea?
Yeah, Deepak, and all we have to do.
Why?
So that here we are assigning this URL. We have to do ant all so that it will overwrite. I mean, it will rename the URL.
So, okay, fine. Means I got it that it will rename the URL. That's why we have to do the ant all. But what I would require from you is like why we need to do the ant all. Cause let me tell you that these are some of the server port related issue, right? Server port, server address related URL rewriting that we are doing. That's why we will be doing ant all. There is no other reason. So let me just quickly. So I will just put debug. Let's not put debug. Okay, so let's just get the server started, and you can see. So behavior was very simple. It was going to the power tools by default, and whenever I have enabled the requires authentication itself, it directly went to the login page, and the page didn't load. But anyway, it will be loaded after the server startup is done. We will see that. Okay, so the basic idea of having this one or having an add-on is to, like, I have just invoked the login module, and if you see here, or if you just see that there is an enable registration scenario is also there. In the enable registration scenario, what we are just going to do is we are just going to enable the registration module. So we will be having the registration module itself, and we will be enabling that. So I was just talking about like there will be the registration module is there, right? So we are just enabling like that.
Deepak?
Yes, tell me.
Once mouse hover on project.properties, just I want to see to which extension it belongs to.
It belongs to the YB2B accelerator storefront. Cause for your case, it will be your hybrid storefront or B2B, whatever the B2B module then you have created. Getting my point?
Yeah, fine, Deepak. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Deepak, this is Kundan.
Yeah, Kundan, tell me.
Like you have done changes in this local dot properties, is that must to do the ant all for this?
As it is a server related change, that's why we are doing the ant all. Otherwise, in most of the cases, we don't need to do the ant all and all these things. So there are some of the changes. So let me just tell you one thing. Whenever there is a spring change, like the application context, you have changed something on the server level itself, we don't need to do the ant all. Even if we are just changing some of the key value pairings itself, then we don't need to do the ant all as well. But if there is any changes related to the server, then we need the ant all. So in here we could have run the ant server command as well, which is typically for the server setup. But we have done the ant all just because we didn't do the ant server. Otherwise, we could have done the ant server and restart the server itself. So all the URL rewriting and all those things that will be taken care by the Tomcat.
Doing ant all, but at that time the Tomcat is not running until we start the server. So it should be when we start the server, at that time these properties values should be taken care.
Yeah, but the build framework, what it does, it just creates some of the means. If you see the Tomcat itself, it creates some of the XMLs, like the server XML and all those things, where this URL is getting loaded. Means the localized URL or the normal URL itself. So that's how it has been loaded as part of the and build itself server. Or for a better, yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking like anyhow when we restart the server, first it will go to this project.properties, and after that only it will come to local.properties.
See, whenever we are starting the server, it is not taking care of the local.properties or project.properties, because these two files, the project configuration and the local configuration itself, it's been taken care by the Ant itself, the build framework itself. That's why. So the configuration stuff, whatever we are seeing, it's just taken care by the build framework, not the server startup or something like that. The Tomcat only reads the configurations, whatever is there, and it's try to load it in that way itself.
Okay. Then I recall that in the beginning of the training, there were some key value pairs that you maintained, and you tried to change it at the runtime from the server.
Yes, that is okay.
So can we do that also in this case?
Yeah, we could have done that also in this case, but if we have just initialized the system or something like that, or if we have just restarted the server doing ant all, it will go off, or it would have gone off basically. So that's why we have not done that. So basically, from where I have done it, like in the admin console, we have. Let me just think of it. Okay, in the platform there is a configuration tab is there. Under configuration, we can see that all these key value pairings, even the power tools local also we could have seen there.
Okay, so we should take in this way, like if the changes are related to server settings like URL, so at that time ant all is must.
Yeah.
And if there is another like only key value parameters, like some parameters we need to pass, that time we don't require this one and all. We just need to restart the server
and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, thanks, Deepak.
If there is any server changes or something like that, then only the ant all is required. That's it. That's the very basic understanding of doing ant here. So let's server get started, and you can. So what is the takeaway from this one is like we have seen that it's been loaded, or the login module is getting invoked every time. Okay. Now let us just quickly have a discussion or quickly have a look at this part itself. That what is the architecture of it till it is getting startup is done. Then we will have it. So in here you can see that the add-on concept, how it works. So add-on is likely any other extension of the system, as I have told you earlier itself. Okay. So add-on is like that, and then we are having a special structure as well. So in our cases, in our extensions itself, we are having this SRC web folder. We have a SRC folder where all of our controllers and all of our Java code used to stay. And then we have our web folder where in the web root our stuff used to say, like when I say that our stuff used to say means whatever the JSPs or the means UI related stuff that used to stay in the web folder. Both the SRC and web folder used to stay in the add-on SRC folder. Means we are having the add-on SRC folder over there, which is having the whole record of src and web of a normal extension. Are you getting my point? So the concept is very simple. This is the very basic difference between the structure itself. We have the accelerator add-on folder here, and we have the add-on src folder that has been copied. So all of the src and web that is there in the accelerator add-on folder of an add-on itself. So if you open secure portal add-on also, we'll be able to see that there is accelerator add-on folder. And in the web src, whatever we are having all the controllers and all the backend related code itself, like the Java part of it. And in the web root folder, we are having all the UI related part of it, like the JSP, JS, and all those things. Okay. So this is what is a typical structure of an add-on. And what happens during the build time itself, when we install the add-on and run the ant all the required files are getting copied to our storefront extension. Are you getting my point? So all the required stuff like that, whatever is being displayed over here, all the required stuff, all the required files, all the required controllers are getting copied over there, and all we need to do is we need to just give some tweaks if required on those add-on controllers itself. So basic idea is, let's say some pages are coming from the add-on, okay? And that will be there as part of the add-on src. Now I have to change some of the styling and branding of the page. So we have done that. But if we have, let's say, let me just tell you in this way, if we have done the changes on the storefront itself, on the next and time, all the changes will get overridden. Are you getting my point? Guys, are you getting my point itself, whatever I am telling?
Yes.
So basically in the build process itself is automatically coming up over here and it gets reflected. So yeah, any questions?
Yeah, Deepak, can we have this one as a practical? Because
yeah, I will show it. Not a problem.
Yeah. Okay.
So once I hit the URL of Power Tools, we should be able to see that it will go to the login page right now. Directly, it should be going to the login page. And it is not allowing us to enter into the website without logging in. This is the login module invocation using the secure portal add-on, that whatever we have done from yesterday. Then let's just do one thing. Let's just enable the registration scenario as well, and we will see that how plug and play it is. So we don't have a registration scenario over here, but let's just do one thing. Let's go to HMC website and enable registration. There is a flag. Make it as true at the site level. So this is the one we have just loaded it. Once I saved it and I have just refreshed the page, I can see the register module has come up. The registration module is here in the system right now. Okay. And if I click on it, it's a full functional module itself altogether. Okay. So you can see that the registration module is actually coming up, and you can click on register. All the standard validations and everything is there in place, not a problem. Now let's just do one thing. Let's simply remove this requires authentication. So wherever it was coming, the registration, it should not come up. Right? So I will just simply go here and I can see that in the header.tag itself, or in the header area, the registration module has come up. If it is not there in the login page, it will come in the header part. Likewise, the code is already written as part of the system. And this is where we can define the stuff or define the add-ons as a plug and play stuff. So is this a correct understanding that how the add-on works? Because we have just added the add-on using the add-on install command, then update the running system and all those things. And then simply we are just playing around with the system with the add-ons. We are just doing the plug and play stuff with the attribute or with the website itself. And that's what add-on is all about. So is that clear that what is happening here itself? And anyway, I will be having a discussion like this, how the folders are getting copied and all those stuff with the guys itself. So let's just, as of now, just make your understanding clear that this is how the add-on works. If you just enable an add-on, and then all you can do is like you can just plug it off at any point of time. Okay. It's a complete plug and play code structure that we are having as part of the add-on. So let's just do one thing. Let's have a look at how the add-on is actually getting the files ready in the system. So let's open, or let's enable this one as well. Now, if I just want to change the look and feel of this page, what all I have to do? I have to figure out that where the login is getting invoked. So in here right now, if I go to the web folder, SRC, and then I can see that this is the controllers and all that has been written over here. Just a second, so let me quickly check one small thing. Should be there here itself. Let me, my workspace is not properly refreshed or something like that. So basically what happens in the storefront level itself, the add-on SRC folder that used to come up. So let us quickly see that what is there in the secure portal first, and then we will come here. Secure portal add-on, I can see that there is an accelerator add-on folder. In that we have web, SRC and web root. So in SRC, whatever we are having the registration form.java, which is likely the Pojo class for the registration scenario. And in here we are having all the related stuff. Like related stuff means whatever is required as part of to enable this add-on itself, all the controllers and all those things. And this is supposed to get copied in our YB2B accelerator storefront. So let me just quickly refresh it. So I can see that once I refresh, the add-on SRC folder has come up. Okay. In the add-on SRC folder, if I expand this, I can see that the whole code base actually has come up here. Okay. The add-on SRC folder of our storefront, it is having the whole code base of the add-on itself. So are you getting my point? Is it clear that how the things are getting copied?
Deepak?
Yes.
Is it following any folder structure? Because the package structure that is there with us, is it going to follow that one, or it's its own package structure? You got my point? The Java classes that has been generated.
Yeah, it is having its own package structure.
Okay.
Everything is just simply getting copied and started working over there. If you just try to stop the server and do a and clean, everything will go off.
Okay.
Now the question comes that where I can just find it out, or where I can find out that where is the JSP itself that I need to change. That would be in the web root folder anyway. In the web root underscore UI, you can see the add-on is there. In the cockpit itself, we don't have it, but in here you can see that the secure portal add-on desktop version has come up. And the JS file, CSS file is there. Then we have in the web INF itself, we are having tags. In the views add-on, we have this login.jsp or something like that. Yeah, login.jsp, reset password, secure account registration, and account registration.jsp that has come up. And these are all the copied files from the secure portal add-on itself. And I am in my YB2B accelerator storefront right now. So if I just want to change something, if I just want to just remove the login page itself, if I open this one, the login page, so in the login.jsp, whatever we are having, I just cut it off. The content, I can cut it off and just saved it. Then if I do this, the page is coming as blank one. So that login.jsp is the page which is rendering the data into the front end, right? So what is actually happening if I change it here? Okay. If I change the login.jsp here itself, whichever I have just erased it, on the next Antol itself, the same login.jsp will come up. And it will override all the changes, whatever I have done so far. So for that, what all we do is like we need to change it to the, what I can say, let me just put it in this way. We can just change it to here. Where is that? Yeah. In our secure portal accelerator add-on folder web, we have this web root, right? And in web-inf, we have these tags. And this one's here, so views, pages, and login.jsp. So I have to change it in this file. So whenever there is a, there will be the ant will be called, this new file will go up. Okay. And now you will be having another question that you have told that not to touch anything apart from custom, isn't it? So let me, what is happening in my Eclipse? So the custom changes will be only reflected whenever we will be just, okay. So this login.jsp here is there, Control Z, Control S. So if we just change this file here itself, okay, and try to run the Antol and Antol basically, and then start the server, it will be, this file will be copied and the new file will be copied basically. The styling and all the branding changes, whatever is there, that will be copied as a whole itself over there. But if you change in the storefront file, this file will get copied and override the changes. So just be very cautious whenever you are changing something on the sorry, on the add-on end, you need to change it to the add-on file itself. And I told you that we are just going to touch the custom code base. So there is a way that we can move these add-ons to the custom folder. That's a different thing that I will tell you if required. Okay, so we can move this to the custom folder and change it as the way we want. Okay, so is that clear, guys? Whatever we have discussed, or do you need me to tell one more time?
Can you please come again scenario? Custom folder ID to get it. What actually purpose of this?
So the purpose of doing this is like I have told you that whatever the modification, wherever we are just going to touch the code, that will be inside the custom folder, right?
Yes, in custom, in config, in extensions, right? That's what you're talking, right? Custom folder.
Yeah, the custom folder means the extension whatever we have created.
Okay, okay.
So now, if I am just changing something on this add-on template itself, okay, that would be my hybris code, right? That would be my hybris code, whatever will be there. So all we can do is we can move this add-on folder to the custom folder itself.
But that add-on folder, we have copied that one to our project, right?
Yeah, add-on folder means like the secure portal add-on. If we just want to copy it into the custom, we can give any name to the secure portal add-on and then just add it up. You are not getting it, right?
No. Actually, the thing is that right now we are in the phase of installing that add-on folder to that particular storefront, right? And we have done that, right? So why we need to copy that to custom folder?
If I change the login.jsp, then let's say I have changed the login.jsp of this secure portal add-on. And if it is there in the add-on folder itself, whenever I will be sending out the packages, okay, for deployment and all, so this will not go. If it is not inside the custom, it will not go.
Okay. That's why we are moving that to custom folder. That's particularly the add-on extensions. That is where we are doing, right?
Yeah. That whatever we are going to use, we need to put it in custom, cause whatever the customization that is required, that is also required as at this base, like the and this for secure portal add-on itself. So we need to just put the secure portal add-on into the custom, and then see that what is the behavior of the system. That's it.
Okay.
We need to adjust it basically.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. So, any questions from anyone regarding this?
Yes, Deepak.
Yeah.
Suppose a requirement comes to us for removing the registration form from a secure portal login, and just we need to define only login authentication. Like existing user, which is defined in HMC. So is it possible to achieve this kind of requirement?
Using secure portal?
Yeah.
Using secure portal, it is not possible because it is specifically designed for the B2B systems.
Okay. So in enabling authentication, so where it will check the existing principal user or any kind of authorization or authentication?
That will be used as part of the core itself. So it is basically giving some of the content templates itself. Okay. And the rest of the part will be our custom code base itself, wherever it is been used. Whenever we are creating the dependency, it is getting created as part of our system itself. Okay.
So in case of means we need to define the users or any kind of thing.
So we have to have the users to log into the system, and the same user, whoever will be there to log into the system, they would be able to use the secure portal add-on. It's just giving some of the access handlers and all those things based on the validation itself. That's it.
Means we cannot implement other existing user with the secure login portal. Okay.
What do you mean by that? Means we cannot use. Can you just please briefly specify?
Okay. Just let's say for example, I have an existing user. Okay, and I want to integrate with a secure login portal. I want to authenticate with existing user while logging. So can we?
That is taken care. That is absolutely taken care. Secure portal log on whatever it's doing, or the secure portal add-on whatever it's doing is just providing some of the features just on the front end level. In the back end level, it will be the same logic that whatever is happening in your case, it will be happen the same every time.
Okay. Means we can also integrate with the LDAP.
Yeah, we can integrate with the LDAP.
And last question. Actually, I am seeing here on the login.jsp page. Actually, URL value JSecurity Spring Check. Actually, a single login port is using a standard security, Java security or Spring security kind of things, or customized one.
It's using the Spring security itself.
Any customizations there, or only standard one is using?
Mostly the standard one it uses.
Okay, so must we define there? Must we define there any authentication and authorization constant there?
Yeah, it is there. It is there already as part of the system. See, let's just do one thing. Let's just clear it off that whatever the secure portal we have used or whatever has been there as of now in the system, that is actually what I can say is you providing the front end from facade to the API layer. It is using the existing hybrid system itself. Okay.
Okay.
So what actually happening is like the authentication and all those things, authentication, authorization, user login and all, that is handled by the hybrid system itself. Or when I say hybrid system, that means our code base itself that is handling the whole thing.
Okay. So Deepak, could you please give me a practical scenario or example?
Yeah.
Or we are going to cover this one?
No, we are just going to cover this one itself. So we have seen it basically. So let me just quickly show it to you. Okay. How the things work. But just before that, let's take a 2 minutes quick break.
Okay. No problem. Fine.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, I'm back. So let's just have a quickly we can see that how we have to change the things and all those stuff. So let's just close off all the things. So basically, if you see here, whatever we are just doing, we are just in the YB2B accelerator storefront or the storefront itself. We are using this Spring Security form itself. Okay. And whenever there is like in the secure portal add-on, you can see that the login.tag is not there. Okay. The login.tag itself is not there as part of the secure portal file. So if you can see the header itself in my system, the secure portal add-on is not having this login.tag, but it is having this only JSP itself. First thing. Now this file is getting copied into my YB2B accelerator storefront, and in the YB2B accelerator storefront or whatever the B2B storefront is there, if I go there, I can see that there is a reference of login.tag is there. So basically what it is doing, it is just internally calling a file which is already there as part of the existing accelerator. Only thing that happened, it's just called up. Okay, it's just called up the file, or it's just been copied the file itself from the secure portal add-on itself. Okay, so secure portal add-on is having login.jsp, and our file or our extension itself is also having two login.jsp itself now. One is the default login.jsp. Let me just tell you in this way. If I just disable this one, let's say if I just disable this one and save it, so whatever it happens, let's say if I just put power tools, and the power tool site homepage is coming just because this login here, though it's going to the same URL altogether, it is going to a different page. Okay, and if you see that, so I am just looking into the YB2B accelerator storefront for our case, and I will just go to the login.jsp of secure portal, and in the secure portal we are having this one itself, and the rest of the part from where the secure portal is getting loaded, you can see that basically in the secure portal we have this essential data, essential user groups, project user group, and all these things are there. Then for secure portal itself we are having the content catalog. We are having a content catalog, and we have the CMS content impact for the secure portal add-on itself. Okay, so this is what we are actually doing. This is how the secure portal is actually getting loaded. The add-on is a self-sufficient extension itself, which can be loaded or which can load at any point of time at any systems. So that's what is actually happening. See, the secure portal add-on is getting copied, and if I just change it, change the login.tag or login.jsp itself, it will not have any effect, because the login.jsp, whatever is there, that is getting loaded from the secure portal add-on. So the point is like whatever we were discussing, whenever we want to change something onto the front-end files, while we are creating an add-on, first of all, change it into the copied file, means the dynamic copied file of whichever has been copied from the add-on to the storefront. First thing. Second thing is like, then if you get the required result or the desired result in that file, then replicate that file into the add-on itself. Just change the add-on file. Cause the next time whenever you are just going to change or whenever going to do the install, the same file will be copied again. Means the add-on file will be try to override all the files that is there in the add-on SRC. So if you have done any temporary changes in your storefront file itself, which has come up from add-on, on the next server setup itself, it will go off. Because new file has copied and the old file has been reverted. Are you getting my point? So this is what the typical way of working with add-ons. Did you get that? Or no?
No, Deepak.
Okay. So do I need to tell it one more time, the whole thing?
Just come again. Can we come in with that? What are the steps we need to do if you go for add-on implementation?
Okay.
Although I understand that add-on install command would be going to be executed, and what are the other steps basically on that behalf of project structure where you have to copy those one on things, come in with those.
Okay. So let's just take it very simple. The first step is like we have used the add-on install command. Okay. And using that add-on install command, we are enabling another extension with our storefront. The first thing that we have done, and this is the prime thing, that is the motto of doing all the things in add-on with the plug and play stuff. Then we have seen that how we can do the plug and play itself after system update and all. Now the question has arise that what are the files, or how the file structure is actually coming to the storefront and just getting loaded into the system. Okay, this is the prime question that we are having. Now, whenever we have checked it, or whenever we have seen that there is a add-on SRC folder that has come up as part of the system. Okay, this one we have already seen. Now the second part, whatever is there, let us just quickly tell you that the add-on SRC and all those things that has been loaded, absolutely fine. What we have seen, the store in the add-on, we have the accelerator add-on folder, and in that we are having a replicated set of files. When I say replicated set of files, that means very simple, that we have the replication of the storefront file itself. So like the login.jsp and all those things. So we have, even we have seen that whenever we are just installing the add-on and doing all the stuff. Okay, so in that what will happen, the add-on files itself, like the JSPs and all, what a JSP controller and all, whatever is there, it will be copied to our storefront. And whenever we enable the add-on by that checkbox itself in the HMC, the add-on files will be taken care. The add-on files will be taken care means the add-on files will be in action rather than our default storefront files. Are you getting it? So now, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So we have seen up to this part we have seen. So we have seen that there are two login.jsp. We have seen that if I change the content of the add-on SRC login.jsp, the change is immediately reflected. Okay. Like I have deleted the content of it, and then the whole thing is actually started showing up that there is no content in the login page. Okay. So now the question was like, if I have to change the styling and branding of that login page, which has come up from the Secure Portal add-on. This is what our concept was, or this is what our requirement was. In that, whatever I have told is like, we have to do the changes first. Okay. We have to do the changes first in the storefront add-on SRC login.jsp, means which is the new copied file, just to see the changes on the go. So we have done that, means we can do that basically. And we can see that we can verify the changes on the go as well. But be very sure whatever you are just looking into the file, you have to go and change it as part of the add-on as well. Cause every time there is an antall is been fired, all the login.jsp, whichever is been copied as part of the add-on SRC, this will be overwritten. Okay, the previous file will be overwritten with the add-on files itself, means like the add-on previous files will be overwritten with the add-on new files. So if we have not changed in the add-on folder itself, then the changes will go off. Okay. So are you getting my point, whatever I have told you?
So Deepak, as per I understand that you are telling me to that the add-on folder that is there already, extension, we have to modify that so that each time the files are copied, changes will be there in our right.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
And then we had another discussion that whenever we started our hybris journey, we have told that we will be only touching the custom folder. Custom folder means our custom extensions, accelerator extensions, whatever we have created, right? And we can, so it is not recommended to go to any other places and change the files, right? So that's what I was just telling, that in the platform build procedure itself, it will not be taken care, or in the platform deployment itself, we will not be able to send the data itself. So for that, we need to move, or we need to replicate, basically we need to replicate our add-on folder or the add-on extension itself inside custom. So why? Because we are just going to touch the custom code base itself. So do one thing, let's say Secure Portal, right? So we will rename it to KPIT Secure Portal and put it in the custom itself. And according to the dependencies and all, whatever is there, we will just create the dependency like that. It's very easy to just move a folder or move an extension inside custom, and once that KPIT Secure Portal is up and running, then we will be only changing to that KPIT Secure Portal itself. Just because it is in the custom and we can change it now. We are not going to touch it at any other places. So are you getting the point, whatever I have told?
Yes. So Deepak, another question is that we are moving that custom add-on folder to our custom folder, right? Add-on extension. So if I'm going to the custom folder that is given by SAP, that extension, I'm going to copy that and rename with another name and copy that to custom folder. In that case, the both will going to work. You got my point?
Yeah. So in that case, you have to change the local extensions XML, isn't it?
Correct.
So in the local extensions XML, what have we done? If we have used the template extensions, we have removed the template from there. So let's say if you have used the SAP extension itself, let's say XYZ extension, and you have just created it as KPIT XYZ. So from local extensions XML, you need to remove that the other one. Otherwise, it will be ambiguous.
Okay. That is.
Okay. So is it clear, guys, that whatever we have discussed so far? So most of the cases, what happens, we used to have this itself, like if we are using any add-on like this, these are the major part that we used to come across. Integrate the add-on and then move it to the custom folder.
Hi Deepak, this is Kundan.
Yeah, Kundan, tell me.
Just now you have taken two examples. One was related to secure
Portal, yeah. Kundan?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Previously, your voice got dropped, it seems.
What business use cases can we get in the live scenarios related to this? Like, I'm having one, like, suppose a user registers himself and business wants to trigger an email for that registration. Then what steps we need to perform on that?
So you just want to create it using an add-on, or you just want to create it using the normal extensions itself?
Let's take an add-on example, like we are having a register user over there, and the user goes over there, clicks the register button, and registers himself, and the data goes to the backend and saves over there. And now we need to trigger a mail to the user stating that thank you for registering.
Okay.
Your user and password is this. So what is the steps that we have? Because these are the cases that obviously we are going to get in the coming projects. So you can take such an example.
Okay. So let's just let me tell you something like this. What we will be doing is, like, we will be creating. Let's say we will be creating the whole registration scenario using an add-on. Okay. And let's just tell you how to do that. So for us, there will be some of the JSPs itself, right?
Yeah.
So some of the JSPs that it will be there, and what it will be there as well is like we'll be have some of the controllers itself. So we need to have the JSPs and we need to have the controllers. In the JSP, so first of all, we will be creating a extension using Y add-on. Let's say KPIT registration add-on or something like that. Okay. So like using this Y add-on, we will be creating that by giving the names and all. So it is having, it will have this special folder structure that is the accelerator add-on itself, where all the JSP tags, controllers and all that will be there. Whatever is required for your front-end files. Okay. Now, if you go to this one, let's say if you just want to use the existing data model, that is also can be done. So you can just create a dependency between the core extension and this one. And in the core itself, you can define the items XML itself, like the registration items XML, whatever the registration data you need to capture. Okay. So now, in the add-on itself, you can write the whole code. if you write the whole code in the add-on, it will be absolutely fine because we have the data properly given over there. Means the data has been defined as part of the items XML, and we have the add-on controllers and everything. Just to do one thing is like for this add-on controllers and all, we have some of the classes already. So abstract add-on controller and something like that we are having. So my add-on CMS component controller, my add-on page controller, which is basically is like abstract add-on page controller. From there it's coming up. So if we are just implementing in such a way itself, then we can write up to the service class as well. And all of these kind of features are taken care by the add-on support extension. Let's say you are just trying to write the register page controller, right? So you have the registration model and all, everything is defined as part of the system. All you can do is you can just quickly write the controller, facade and services just to hit the database and store the data. And for the email triggering scenario, that we can just take it in the latter half of it. So as of now, if I just want to track it, or if I just want to track it from the add-on itself, this is the way that we can do it. So did you get that?
Deepak, very frankly speaking,
Okay.
this for the flow of this B2B or B2C application, I'm new to this one. So obviously it's going to take time for me to understand the flow about this service layers and the facades and your data access objects down there. So my question was like if I have to trigger a mail, like registration functionality is already given by Hybris. I can go to the website and register myself.
Yeah.
Now the user ID and the system will ask me for the user ID and password and the email ID. I provide that, and when I click on the save button, it stores into the database. Now, once it stores into the database, at that time I need to trigger the email. My question was what are the steps I need to do for triggering that particular mail, and what are the changes I'm going to make?
Okay, so basically in that case, what will happen is like in the service layer, wherever your model is getting saved, the registration model is getting saved, we will call the email service. There is an email service API is there, and in that we will call the email service and trigger the mail with the context itself. Like with the context means like the user credentials itself, whatever is there, the user has provided. Okay, and if we want it in an automated process, so we can do that. Simply we call the email service and we will trigger the email.
It will be great if you can show us if you any.
Okay. So let's do.
I'm getting that you are trying to understand us, but practically saying I'm getting you, but I'm not getting where to do the changes and all those things.
Okay. So let's just try to figure it out in the system itself. Let me just quickly check. So what the question I got it from you previously, that I found that you are just going to create it as part of an add-on. The registration scenario, you just want to implement it as part of an add-on. So that's why I was not, I didn't tell you that this part itself. So as of now, what we can do is like, let's see the email triggering scenario. If you want to see that email triggering scenario, let me check. Checkout page controller order confirmation. So let me. This single step checkout controller. In the place order itself. Let me check. It should be somewhere in this service layer code itself, but I have to figure it out that from where it is just coming up. Hmm. Okay. Or it's going for the card itself. Backspace. Set terms check false. Okay, fine. Then we have added the post data and then place order. Mm-hmm. So as of now, it's going to the recipe order management itself. I'm just trying to search the service itself right now. B2B accelerator first. So Manish, let's do one thing. It was Manish, right? Or Kundan? Kundan, yeah. Sorry, I just missed the voice. So basically, like, let me check. We have some of couple of email services that is there at part of the present system, present B2B or B2C scenario, and the best flow is like the place order scenario itself. So once we place an order, it goes up to the email service and it triggers the email. So I was just checking that, but I was not able to figure it out that cause it is going to the B2B accelerator facade in some of the cases. So that's why I will tell you that from where to where you can check the flow of triggering an email from the system. If your question is only with the email, then we can just have it. I will just answer that, not a problem. But what I was just discussing about, if we just want to create it as an add-on, then how we will do it.
Okay, no issues, Deepak, you can continue. Only thing was I just wanted to understand the flow because these are the business use cases. So what we are going to, that's why I raised this question. Like if such a scenario comes to us in a live project, what we are going to do. So if you later on, if you can just let us know because you must have faced such kind of situation when you're doing projects. So just wanted to know what are the challenges that you face and that you can share that. So later on, if you can, right now you can continue with the existing training schedule.
That's fine. That's not a problem. So these are all the part of the same game. It's absolutely fine for that. So basically, like, let me check whether we are having this one or not. So we are just going to, this is a registration, B2B registration controller that we are having as part of our code basically. So it's the register method, it is just calling up. So transaction.current, it's just an boolean false, it's giving, is a user existing, okay, there is a check is happening. Workflow, okay, they have just created a workflow here. Let me check. User service, it means model service, user service, it is getting called up. So email service, if it is there, then we would be able to see it. So control F. Email service is not there as part of the registration scenario. So basically what happens, here we are just changing the customer model, right? We are just registering the whole thing to the customer model. And in here we can just add up the emails itself. So if you want to know the email, I will just show you some of the codes itself. So I have to search it anyway. So the registration page controller, whatever you can see that it is basically the secure portal default B2B registration facade itself is going over there. So in the secure portal itself, we are having email process, email context. Okay. Yeah, it's there. It seems. Approved email context and password reset token. It's showing process actions. Okay. So basically what is actually happening over here is like this cleanup action and all whatever is. So rejected this one, whatever it's actually happening in the facade layer, they are calling the services, and that's how the email processes are also been figured out. Means like the email processes are also there. So in the secure portal add-on email context, we can see that approve email context of Java is there, and then let me check the Java MPL what is there. Okay, so they are just calling the flexible search itself here. And generate email action. Let me registration service. Okay, registration service they have managed it somehow. Means they have created their own service. List of employees. So basically, what is happening here? What I am just searching or what I am just debugging right now. In the registration, there is an email concept is there already there. So I was just trying to debug the flow, and it will take some for a while for me. So what I will do is like I will tell you that if you just want to see the registration scenario with the email, you can just have it from here itself. Okay, so that should be fine, I believe. So as of now, what we can see is like how the registration, how the add-on concept works, how the plug and play stuff is actually working in the system, isn't it? So are you getting the point? Means so whatever I'm just telling here, are you getting it?
Yeah, Deepak, I have to look into this.
So basically, like whatever I was just figuring out is like I have seen that email context is there and email process action is there. So they have what they have done in the facade layer itself. They are calling this processes from somewhere, from some of the code. So you can put a debug point and you will be able to trigger it out that how the things are going on in here. Did you get my point? Kundan?
Yeah, Deepak, I need to check this one. See, you have shown us, but I need to check it before confirming on this one.
Yeah, sure.
I have not debugged the code, so I need to check. If I'm having any questions, I will surely get back to you.
Yeah, sure, no problem. So this is what. Yeah, who was that? Okay. So we are just applying the changes on the runtime itself, like the modified resources. This was I was just telling. If you just want to apply the changes at the runtime, then you have to just modify this add-on src folder. Means whatever is in the new copied file, you have to change it. If the add-on is enabled, it will get changed. So there is an add-on common is there and add-on support was there. So add-on support is giving us all the default behavior of add-on itself, whatever the add-on default behavior or add-on default APIs and all those things are there. That is been provided by the add-on support. And this add-on common is the sandbox toolkit for the add-on developers. So whoever will be developing the add-ons like the way we have done for the safeguard and all those things, which I'm just going to send it maybe today, like how you can do it and what is the exact expectation for the same. So those things can be created in the add-on common itself, and in the add-on common we will be having the Spring Bin and then the before view and before controllers itself, interceptor adapters, everything. So these are basically supplying the supplying the basic structure of an add-on. So add-on common and add-on support is the two extension itself, which is basically enabling the whole add-on concept itself in hybris. Okay. So this was pretty much about the add-on, and you can try it out in your system. So basically, like you can enable an add-on, and the maximum thing we can just get it is like to create an add-on for ourselves. And for that case also, we have seen that which controllers and all we need to extend. Okay.
Deepak?
Yeah, Divya, tell me.
Whatever steps that we need to follow for that add-on and all those things that you taught today. So is there any type of link that we can see all those steps if we have to do on our own?
Yeah, you can just search with the add-on name itself. Let's say if you are searching for say secure portal or B2C checkout add-on, search in the wiki and then app and technical guide.
Okay. So there will be
Sorry
the
for
whole
the
steps. Okay.
yeah. So whatever I have told you, I have just told you from the technical guide itself. So the technical guide means like whatever you will be facing while just installing the add-on, everything will be given over there. For each and every add-on, it's the documentation is there. Both
Okay.
business
So
and
like the
technical.
things that you told that we have to move to the custom folder and all those things, are those be there as well?
The custom folder movement is not there as I believe, because whenever we have faced it, we have just done that. We had to do it by ourselves and we have to debug it properly as well. So if
Then
that is
in
not
that
there,
case, Deepak, I hope you should show us all those steps here as well in this screen so that we
yeah,
can at least follow those up.
that's what I am just telling here right now. Just wait for some time.
Okay.
So what all we need to do is the very basic steps itself. These are some of the very basic steps that we are having. So let's say we have the secure portal add-on, right? Now I am just going to change it to the hybrid secure portal add-on. Okay. So once I change that to hybrid secure portal add-on, all I have to do is I have to just, first of all, I have to change this one, the highlighted portion, to hybrid secure portal add-on. Then I have the secure portal add-on in my system, right? So all I am just going to do is I have to change the folder structure in that and just move it to the custom. That's it. So folder structure will be like the names of the folder structure will be different like that, and we have to do it a manual process itself. There is no automated process for this custom folder movement, and we have to define the dependency also in the storefront level. That means XML mappings need to be changed and the folder structure need to be changed. That's all. That's the very basic idea to move the add-on into the custom folder. Or otherwise, you can just get that how we can do it. We can get it into the expert hybris as well. So you can write it to the expert hybris, and people will help you out on that. So there is no proper wiki link for that. But at the same time, if you just want to get help from anything, so this is a step I have anyway told. But if you face any problem just moving the add-on itself into the system, then you have to you can write it to expert hybris. They will tell you that how to do that. Divya, does that answer your question?
Yes, but can you please show that here? Instead of clearing those steps,
Yeah.
can you please show that here?
So for me itself, I am just using a scratch system just to show you the features itself. So I have to just get back to the 5.4 or any other system. So I have to prepare the data.
Okay,
As of
so
now, and it will take some time.
Okay, so if in next session, can you please come again with the proper system setup so that we can at least source, because though we understand that we have a wiki link to follow those up, but we want some video files. In that case, we need to check those things, right?
Okay.
So that we can at least show that what are the things we need to do.
Yeah, sure. So let's do one thing, sir. I will just prepare the stuff, and if there is any document, I can find that whatever I have used means I have prepared for my team to just to move that stuff. I will share that one also with you guys. Just to give me some time, okay? Because in the scratch system, if I start doing it, it will take like 1 hour or so just to complete the whole thing in a proper manner.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So any more questions from anyone regarding the add-ons itself, except the extra practical part of it?
Yeah, hi Deepak. This is Khaja.
Yeah, Khaja, tell me.
Deepak, as coming to this add-on part, so suppose whenever we suppose we want to create any custom add-on, so in that scenario, so we need some guidance from you, like some steps. Maybe in future we may get some requirement on that. So, and also while coming to this page creation, like email page creation and one custom component, how to create like this, we need some scenarios. Just one example to create custom things. Not only this out of box features which is provided by Hybris, but also custom things also.
So have you checked one small thing is like, have you checked this one, the add-on or the custom component creation as part of the commerce shell? Or
Yeah,
can you? Yeah,
Deepak.
So in the commerce cell exercise itself, there is a proper example for all these things you have created. There is a random image add-on is there, and then there is the custom component creation is also there. Each and everything is there as part of the commerce cell. Have you tried that?
Yeah. We actually I actually go through that, but with one example, sample example, I need some guidance from you in creating all custom things. So I will go through that, and if I have any queries, I will.
Yeah, just let me know the exact query, cause see, we have a time crunch over here, and yeah.
Yeah.
So just let me know the exact query. Like Divya has told that we need to just have our secure portal add-on or some of the add-ons to be means imported to this one, our custom folder. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a means exact requirement that we are having right now. So likewise, if you can give me some of the exact requirements itself, then it will be good for us to go through it.
Okay, so this secure portal add-on is a out of box actually.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose we want to create our own extension by using Y add-on, then we want to add some extra functionalities, means like depends upon our requirement, a different and maybe a client requirement. So in that scenario, if we want to create any custom thing, then okay, there are some things in Wiki Hybris, so we can grab that from there. But if we are, if we are not unable to run that properly, then in that scenario we need your guidance. It's like
that's fine. But if you can come up, see, it means whatever you are telling is absolutely fine for me. So I don't have a problem in that. What I am telling you, if you can come up with a proper example that what you are just trying to achieve, like the way when we had a discussion regarding this registration scenario, and I got the question wrong. Basically, like I got to know that if we are just going to create an add-on for the registration scenario, then that's the answer I have given, right? So likewise, if you can come up with a scenario that we need to create some of the feedback things and something like that, or whatever that is, the examples that you are having, so and how we can create it with the add-on. Okay, so that we can just take it forward from there. But if you have to come up with a proper example itself, because we have some other topics to be discussed as well, and we have a time crunch there.
yeah,
So okay, whatever the proper example, that if you can come up with a proper business scenario and proper business example, we'll obviously take care of that.
Sure.
Okay. So this is likely pretty much about the add-ons, and I will just figure out that how the systems means I will be just moving the custom means that in the custom folder itself, that the part itself, whatever is given. So we'll do that, and I will share it with you guys. So let us just quickly do one thing. Let us just quickly start a new topic itself altogether. That is the advanced personalization. This is something like some part of the WCMS itself. And you also can try this out. If you have gone through the commerce sales, any one of you have gone through the commerce sales, the first example itself where it starts is this one. That is internal only flag. There is a flag concept that they have given, and we are using that flag itself. So like that, it's there already in the system. So again, you have to go through it, and I will tell you that what and how it works, basically. So now, the advanced personalization part, let us just quickly start on that. So let me open the stuff. So guys, let me know once you can see the advanced personalization screen. Can you see it?
Yes, Deepak.
Yes, Deepak.
Okay. So before we start with the advanced personalization, let's on a quick check. Can you guys tell me that what that comes in your mind as the advanced personalization itself? Any idea about the advanced personalization, what it is talking about or something like that? Means something personalization in the advanced manner or something, means normal general knowledge itself. Anything?
Yeah, like language and currency, all these things.
Language and currency, all these things. Okay. That actually for you, that is the advanced personalization. Cool. And what else, guys? So advanced personalization is the area where we are just personalizing the website content based on the user itself. So advanced personalization is a context that what we use to create we create some of the rules itself to personalize the content of the website based on the user interaction itself with the system. Let's say it means like you have heard about the means loyalty points and bonus and all those things, right? So those are some part of it which we actually figure out with the advanced personalization. So advanced personalization module is like based on these features itself, how hybris enable your commerce, means you or me as a customer going to a hybris site, just browsing through it and all those things, and how hybris manages me as a customer in the system. Okay. And it is likely some of the different segmentation itself. Let's say for me, I'm going to a website and I'm just only checking out for the Nikon cameras. Whereas any one of you, let's say any one of you are just going to the website and checking for the Canon set of cameras. So two users looking into the cameras, we are having two different perspective altogether, two different set of products. So is hybris going to identify us as the users who are just going to buy the stuff from Canon or Nikon? So that is the different segmentation that we used to do. And then we have some of the rules itself, that is a BTG and BTG cockpit. We will see that what is there inside it. So this is like what we call it as the unfocused mass communication strategy. The problem is like unfocused mass communication strategy, like there are thousands of customers visiting every day to my website. And thousands of customers are having different way of browsing through the site itself. Okay. We have these users and whoever is there, they are just going through the site and browsing it. So we are not able to track it out. But if we can just track out the users based on their access, then it helps us to increase the business. Means if I'm just only a Nikon user, and if the site is only showing me the Nikon products and Nikon offers on Nikon pages, there will be a tendency to buy. Obviously, the chances of me buying a Nikon product from the website will be even higher. And that is likely focusing a single person from the mass. We call it like that. So we have the unfocused mass strategy. So you can see that this is what the advanced personalization is all about. We have the unfocused mass over here. Okay. Then we have if it is a registered user, then only we can do it basically. Otherwise, we can just put it as an anonymous user itself, anonymous guest user. So if we have a registered user, let's say you are the registered user for my system, and I can just create some of the rules which will from the background data model itself, which will check your age or which will check your order history, gender, country, whatever is that. Some features, the rule itself, the operators itself, it will search for it. So the customer profile is actually like this. So it will get the customer profile out of it. And then it will check for the session profile. So whenever it's a session profile means like what is actually you are doing in the session. Okay. So based on that user profile and session profile, it will just create some of the targeting rules, or there will be some of the predefined target rules itself, which will be displayed at the front end for me, or you, means me as a user or you as a user, customer. Are you getting my point? So basically, like, there is a person of, let's say, at the age of 21 or more than 21, and he has an order history of placing order more than $1,000 every time whenever he has come. In the session profile, I can see that the person is having a laptop itself in the cart, and then I can just simply display a promotional text itself that if you buy this laptop, we will insure your laptop for free. And that's what means, whatever we are displaying over there, that we call it as a targeting rule. And once we just define the targeting rule properly, there is obviously a chance that the user buys the product. There is a good amount of chance for the user is to buy the product itself, and that's what is the advanced personalization is all about. We are just making this guy separate from the whole mass itself based on the customer profile and session profile. That's it. So you can see in the BTG itself, which is known as the behavioral targeting groups. So what we are doing is, like, we are just looking at the customer behavior or the characteristics itself of an online shop, and then we are just classifying the person into different groups or segments. Okay. So once we are just defining them into some of the groups and segments based on the customer profile, the session behavior, and all those things, we used to display we used to customize the content itself into the website. And the best example that is given is like that is internal only flag, whatever is there. So what is there is, like, if you are having, or if we are having a hybris.de or hybris.com profile as part of the commerce trail I am telling, we will be seeing a new set of pages itself. That is there in the trails itself. If you go through it, you will be able to figure it out. And this is how the customer segments are being taken care. So we have the segment is defined with the user or user groups and the rules, and then we have the output actions. Okay. So you can just simply see that the demo user, whoever is there, it's a registered customer itself, and we have the age greater than 21. This is the example I was just giving. And the order profiling is, so we have a rule, like, if we are having a user of more than 21-year age and it is having, like, in the cart itself, it is having more than €1,000 itself, and then it is having a laptop cart, then we will be giving the free laptop insurance. Okay, so this is what we are having. This is what the rules we are having, and the first thing from the customer profile is being satisfied. The customer is having more than 21 years of age until the time the laptop insurance is not getting displayed over there. Then this particular user buys some more products and it goes up to the total order volume goes up to €1,000. Okay. So the second rule is been confirmed as from the session profile itself. And whenever the user is putting a laptop into the cart, then only the laptop insurance will be displayed. So basically, like, the behavioral targeting group rules, whatever is there. And what we do with this is, like, we are just going through the whole thing, going through the whole process until the time the rules are been, the rules have been satisfied. We can see the output actions itself in the system. And this is what the advanced personalization is all about.
Deepak?
Yeah.
Once come again, Deepak. Once explain the diagram one more time.
Okay. So first of all, whatever we have seen, we will be seeing the customer profile and we will be seeing the session profile, and based on both of them, we'll be creating a targeting rules, right? Now in here, one customer has logged into the system. Okay. we have the user and user group assigned to this particular user itself over there. Means we have a BTG rule defined that if the user is of whoever is logging in, if the user is having more than 21 years of age, the total order volume is more than €1,000, and they are having a laptop in the cart, then the output action will be we will be giving a free insurance. Okay. So once the user logs in, the user demo logs in the first block, from the customer profile, we can see that he is greater than 21, which actually specifies the first rule for us. Then we have means the user buys some more products into the system. From the system itself, it goes up to the threshold for the second rule. Okay. So once the total order volume goes up to that level itself, then the second rule has been done. That's what I told, as I told you. Then the user puts a laptop into the cart. It based on the user interaction. This is the second and third is like the session profiling. First is the user profiling itself, then it's the session profiling. And then in the session profiling, when the user puts a laptop into the cart, what happens? All the 3 points, whatever is there, means all the 3 rules or all the 3 conditions itself, that is been satisfied. And once that is been satisfied, we will be having the free laptop insurance over there. Means we will be having the free laptop insurance that will be displayed or that will be given to that particular user. And this is what the behavioral targeting rules that we are having. So, Khaja, is that clear? Whatever I have told?
Yeah, Deepak. So if value is reaching the threshold value, then we are going stage by stage forward, and like in this diagram.
Yeah, so we have some of the rules. So rule 1 is satisfied, then it will go for the rule 2. Rule 2 is satisfied, means both rule 1 and rule 2 is satisfied, is go for the rule 3. Okay. So like that, it is just happening over here. So we are just having the user or user groups rules and the output actions itself. So are you getting it? So this is what actually is happening over here. Okay. So segmentation rules actually works in this way. We have the left operand, we have the operator, and we have the right operand itself. And there are 4 rule types are already there defined by hybris. We have cart rule, we have website rule, we have customer rule, we have order rule itself. So one is the cart behavior, one is the customer behavior, one is the order itself, the order threshold and all those things, and one is the website behavior as the customer behavior itself, like the customer profiling and all those things. Now you might be having a question that if the user is not a registered user, then what will happen? Then only it will be evaluated based on the session profile itself. So we can just define it on the session profile, which is typically the website rule itself. So based on the session profile, we will be able to figure it out that what is the customer segmentation that needs to be done. Then we have the output actions. So the output actions are like which is to be performed when the customer fulfills all the rule of the segment. So these are the stuff. So let me just quickly show it to you. So preferred output action. There are so many preferred output actions as well. And the actions are likely to display or to restrict some content or to display some of the special content to the site like that. It is there. Okay. So we have these are the stuff actually, and we will see that of what we can do with this. So BTG segmentation filter, I will come it later on. So for this one, we need to go to the CMS cockpit. So in the WCMS cockpit, we have this advanced personalization itself. So there is a perspective altogether, that is a customer segment perspective. So if we go to the customer segment itself, so we have the site listed out over here. So I will just go for any of the sites itself. So let's go for the Power Tools itself. And we can see that there are some of the segments already defined. So let's just open any of the segments as of now, and then we will see that what we can create from here. These are some of the data fixation for the business that we used to do. So first of all is like we have given the customer segment rule itself. Okay. And then if I just want to see the conditions itself, like let me open. So we can add up the operator operand itself, like whatever the operators are there and all those things. So you can just create any of the operators here. Then you can choose operand here basically, and then you can choose the operator itself, like so total values. Let's say I have just given it as a total order value on sum of orders itself. Okay. So check the total value of all the last orders, for example, it's given. Properly it's given that whether it's what it actually is doing. And let's say I have given the last 5 orders. This is a rule I am defining. Okay. So what is happening? So I will just take the gross price of it, and then I will be just putting as equal, and then is asking for the price itself, that what will be the value. So the left operator will be, let's say how much I can give, 1,000 euro I have given, and I am done with it. So whatever actually happened over here is like I have created one customer segment rule, that whoever in the last 5 orders, whoever has gone more than 1,000 euro, they will be eligible for this rule. And you can see that there are some of the output actions as well. So let me quickly check. Output actions also we can define basically. So the output action, you can see that we can add the user to a particular group. We can show and hide CMS component. We can assign the user to a root business group like that, and you can define as much data as possible. So there are some of the BTG segmentation that is given as part of the BTG impacts. So you can see that the behavioral transaction group and the actions, everything is defined as part of it. Even in the commerce trail also there is an example for it. So what actually you can do is like you can show hide content. You can just simply define that what the user will be able to see it in the system, and all those things that you can just quickly define as part of it. So are you getting, means whatever is happening over here? So the advanced personalization is a very simple topic, that whatever we are having in the system, we are defining it in a proper way. Okay, whatever is there in the system, we are defining it in the proper way based on the user behavior or the user interaction itself. And whatever the silver loyalty points, or whatever, means what is a report generated, means if I have created a rule, if the rule is been applied to the system, we can go to the report area of this perspective, and we will see it is just basically generating the report from the backend. What is the success rate? What is the failure rate? Whoever is the user is eligible for this. Every report will be generated based on it. And can you guys tell me that which is the API that is taking care of the whole thing? Okay, so in here you can see that for the silver loyalty, as I have just changed it right now itself, so the data has come up. The authenticated means the authenticated user rate, whoever is just eligible for this, and the anonymous user rate also. So this is like the known and unknown user rate. This is the segmentation success rate itself from when to when it went where. Then we are having like the not fulfilled rate, and we are having a fulfilled rate as well. So likely 8% success rate is 8%, 92% is a failure rate itself. Then we have this silver loyalty customer rule also. Like whoever has passed this rule, there is no one as of now. So likewise, we can define the rules and define the reports out of it. So, and let me tell you one thing, that the VJDBC API is taking care of the whole thing. So the virtual JDBC API is the one which is just helping us to generate these results and all those stuff. And we can see that as we have used the mark reverse credential multiple times, that is the only user who has passed this. As of now, means like we have not fulfilled it because the silver segmentation has been created, and these are all just mixed. Means just let us just think in this way. These are all some of the data fixation that we are doing. The data fixation that we are doing in the system just to make the user separate from the mask. That's all, and that's all the advanced personalization is all about. So, any questions, guys? Anything?
Deepak?
Yeah.
Once tell that API name.
The virtual JDBC API is used to generate the reports. The VJDBC API itself.
Okay.
So guys, any questions on this? Because this is a typical business scenario that we are having, and we are implementing the business by this, not a normal one. Yeah.
Yeah, Deepak, this is Kundan.
Yeah, Kundan, tell me.
Depending on this BTG rules, can we change the look and feel of the site as per the login customer?
Yes, we can. So the first of all, the action, whatever we have seen like we can show hide CMS component, right? Let's say for a user who is having 1,000 euro as a order value itself, okay. The 1,000 euro order value user will see a complete new homepage itself. That also we can design.
Okay, and apart from that, I want to filter out products to a particular user. That also can be done through this custom BTG?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
So basically whatever we are doing is like based on the user behavior in the system, we are just grouping up the users itself, that's all.
Okay. So will this pricing related stuff will also come inside this?
No, pricing is a different thing.
Okay. Yeah,
pricing we handle it in the price engine itself. There is a pricing area itself. There is a various lots of use cases are there. I will show it to you. Pricing is handled in a complete different way altogether.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what we are just doing as part of the advanced personalization itself. And what is happening is like we are just using the BTG segmentation filter itself. So the customer request is going on. Then it goes for the context. So the request goes on to the system, and it goes for it checks the context of the request, and if evaluation is actually happened and the user actually is able to see the result out of it. That's the basic idea. Okay. So the front-end integration, this is how it happens, and this is maintained by Hybris itself. This is some of the out-of-the-box Hybris features that we are having here. Then generating reports itself, so we can see that the statistics of the selected segment and its rule, how it actually works, the success rate itself. So let me check if we have any of the success. This is in the customer segments, if we are having anything. Premium tool buyer, premium pronto high order value customer. There would be something. So here, at least mark reverse will be there as part of it. So let's get the data out of here, and then we will see. So we can see the success rates, known and unknown user rates also over there and all these things. And one more thing I would like to tell you is like you can export it as an Excel or you can just export it as a PDF as well. So you can just have it like that also in the system. So just segmentation success rate, you can export it at any point of time. So Power Tools high order value is there, then Pronto organization member is there. So pass, not pass, there are some of the. Let me check the user also. It should be marked reverse, yes, because we are using this in most of the cases. That's why. So 50% fulfilled is there. So likewise, we can define the rules, we can set up the targeting actions, and we can generate the reports out of it. The same kind of report that we can all do it from the report cockpit as well, but here also is there, like based on the rules itself. So you can quickly go through it and you can browse through the area itself. So you will be able to see that who are the members and how it is just going to be fulfilled and all those things. You will be able to figure it out. And all the data is coming from the backend system itself, like whatever the data is been there, that is coming from the hybris database. We are not manipulating any data here. So any questions, guys? Anything that we can have? Or what I can do is like I will be sending out this advanced personalization PDF and whatever the PDF of add-on itself we have used, I will be sending it right away after the call in some time, maybe in 1 hour or so. So then you can just quickly go through it and you let me know whatever the expectations that you are having or any questions or any queries. And there is a very good example of in the commercial is there for this one to implement it by writing the new BTG segmentation and BTG rules itself. So you can also check that. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. And we will be just, what I will do for the next session is like, I will just try to get the add-ons itself. So once I get time, I will be just modifying the code base and put the add-on into the custom folder and just make it work. So that will be my takeaway from this. And what I would like to have from you is like, if you can come up with some solid business cases that how we can implement or design the solutions, that would be even better. Okay, and just yeah, Manish.
Deepak. Actually, I had a scenario to display an attribute on the product list page. I have added an attribute in existing product type and trying to populate on product detail page. It's working fine, but seed of product detail page, I'm trying to populate on the product list page. It is not appearing on there. So what should I do for that?
So for the product list page, okay. So you have to check that whatever the product lister item.tag is actually rendering the page itself. So let me quickly show you that how you can figure it out. So if I'm just ending up to any category itself over here, okay. So let me open this. You know how to debug the pages and all in hybris?
Yeah.
I have shown it to you guys.
No. Not yet.
Okay. We will do that then. Means we have not done that before maybe. So these are the areas that you can just quickly debug that from where it is coming. It should be product lister item.tag. This is getting rendered, and if it is there in the product data, add your attribute over here. It will come up.
Okay, no problem. But I have a basic idea and I want to share with you. I think we need to design a DTO with a category model, or should be different.
We can do it. So based on what you are just trying to display, that's actually depend on that itself. Okay. So basically, let me tell you in this way, like whatever you are telling, we can just put it in the category DTO. But why we need that? If it is a product attribute, it should be coming up with the product data. And if it is displayed in the product detail piece, that means it is already there as part of the product data itself. And these are also some of the attributes that KR703K this is the product data dot get name or something like that that is getting used in the backend. So whatever your attribute is, product data dot your attribute name, it will display here.
Exactly, but my attribute is not coming here, no?
Okay, so can you just tell me, means can you just send me the snippets whatever you have used? Or don't send the big files, just send me the snippets whatever is there. So what I will do is, like, if I get time, I will just put it in my system and I will try to bring it on.
Deepak, this is Kundan.
Yeah, Kundan.
The problem statement over here is like there is a new attribute. I say like on the screen you are showing me a product called KL703K. And the business use case is like whenever a new product is being added to the database, we need to show to the customer that it's a new product. So I created an attribute over there in the product in the XML file and updated the system and enter the data related to that, like it's a new product. And we did some changes on this product model, like using the populator and converter, and we were able to display a text on this particular product on the product detail page, that was PDB page. Whereas when we come to this product list page where the number of products have been shown, and on that page when we added the same text for getting whether it is a new product or not, at that time we were getting an error called product model cannot be converted to category model.
Okay, then we need to just write it in the DTO itself, the category DTO. We need to change something, because this page, whatever is coming up, it is coming up from the category page controller. Okay, so maybe we have to just figure it out. So it's a class cast exception. It seems you got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that product model you were just trying to cast it to the category model. That might be the problem that you will be having. So anyway, so we can have it, means you just send me the snippet so that whatever you have, means Manish has told the problem, it's a bit different from what you told. So it's not the product attribute, it's based on some of the product attribute we need to display some of the values. So in that case, what we can do is, like, we can simply change the category model and category DTO itself. There is some changes is needed. So I have to think of the solution, and I can just give you that. So the proper thing, you can just draft me in a mail, and then you can just send it over to me, so I can just check it and I can reply back on that same itself.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Deepak.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, guys, then we'll drop off as of today and see you tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys.
Bye.